So this should be working pretty easily here. I'm going to go ahead and start getting into it because I think we got everything worked out the last time we went live. So hey everybody, I am John from incomemesh.com. I'm just checking to make sure that Restream is doing what it's supposed to do, which it looks like it is. Fantastic. Love when a plan comes together. Like the new haircut? Wifey told me that it was getting a little bit too much, so I decided to go and take care of the problem once and for all and try out the fade. So I wanted to come into a kind of an impromptu live stream. The kids are at the gym with my wife, and this is the last week of full summer vacation. My oldest daughter, who turned 5 years old just a little bit ago, she starts kindergarten on Thursday, which I am super pumped about, and because it's good for her as well, and it's also good for our schedule to be able to get stuff done. And then the other two are starting some level of school, preschool, in the next couple of weeks. So what I wanted to cover in this live stream here, or if you're watching it later on Facebook or on YouTube, be sure to subscribe and do all that stuff. I'm going to put this cool little subscribe overlay. Look at that. You like that? So be sure to subscribe to get more content like this in the future. I wanted to cover a topic I've been thinking a lot about recently, which is email marketing, the cost of email marketing, especially if you are a agency owner and serving clients. How do you figure out what is the right tool for your clients? You know, there's can be some conflict of interest for you as the agent, where you might want to give them the cheapest possible solution, but because to make sure that you can either increase your margins, because you figure if you're going to sell somebody on a service, and that service is email marketing with copywriting and all this stuff, the business owner is going to see a monthly cost. What they might not see so much is the breakdown of what is that cost in terms of what they're paying you for your services, and then what they're paying for the software itself. Now, there's different ways you can package up your offerings where you can say, hey, business owner, I want you to pay ActiveCampaign. I want you to pay Elementor. I want you to pay all these software licenses on your own, and then also cut me a check every month as the service provider to do the work inside of those platforms. That's not the way I really want to do things. I want to make sure that things are as simple as possible for my clients, so that I have the most chance of them kind of continuing, keeping those bills being paid, and that I keep getting the income from it. Let me just check the stream here real fast on YouTube. Stream now. Looks like I should be on live. I'm just getting some weird feedback here. Okay, we're looking good here. My apologies. Go ahead and leave in the chat if you can see me and hear me, because it's looking a little bit weird on the on my stream here, on the stream health. So let me know if you can hear me and see me, and let me know what your thoughts are about this email marketing thing I'm about to get into. Okay, cool. It's looking good. Trying to get some work done here. You go live. I appreciate it, Eric. So I'm not getting comments in Restream. Okay, here it comes, finally. So this will be a short one. I just want to make sure I get some good content out here, because this is something that I'll be going into a lot deeper in future videos. So the discussion here is about cost and providing the right tools. And I think you've got three good options when it comes to setting up a new client with email marketing. I'm leaning towards the Groundhogg route for a couple of reasons. I'll cover that in this video. But when you're looking at ActiveCampaign and Drip, these are premium tools, which makes sense if they're able to get that ROI. But when it comes to selling your client on these premium tools, now if they're going to be logging into their website at all, because most business owners will be logging into their website. So if they're going to be logging in now with ActiveCampaign and Drip, it can be a little bit of a difficulty to make sure they know, okay, here's where you log in to see your subscribers. Here's where you log in to see your sales. Here's where you log in to get all this other stuff. Like, there's just so many different tentacles to running a business, which is unavoidable. But if you can simplify things for your client without sacrificing a ton of professionalism and a ton of functionality, simplicity wins. Like, all day, every day, simplicity wins. And I think that Groundhogg is uniquely able to bring simplicity into the email marketing arena for your clients. Let's think about it. Like, if you look at the functionality between ActiveCampaign, Drip, and Groundhogg, ActiveCampaign has prettier reports. Drip has more powerful automations. Like these tools, I'm not taking anything away from what they do. They absolutely kick butt when it comes to adding some really cool functionality to a site. But you must ask yourself, as a service provider and as somebody who's diagnosing, like, okay, here's a business I'm serving. Where are they and where do they want to be? What is the simplest and most effective way of getting them there? Most people don't need these incredible automations where you're kicking people from an email opt-in into a custom audience on Facebook advertising into, any of the different things you can do with ActiveCampaign and Drip. In most cases, getting people to sign up and to deliver a lead magnet and to schedule a call, doing some of those things doesn't require the most bells and whistles that you can offer your client. So I'm going through and I'm testing this theory because I've done it with a client already. I've tested Groundhogg. I moved them from ActiveCampaign over to Groundhogg, and the process was relatively seamless because they weren't utilizing ActiveCampaign, which I'll talk about in a second. But so the process was pretty seamless to move over to Groundhogg. And then what I realized was I was able to get them the same results that they were having with ActiveCampaign on a minimalist budget. Now, does that mean that I completely knocked off the price? A little bit. Like I would reduce what I would charge because I eat the software costs for my clients, which keeps me a bit in control as well. So when they're going through, if they're having issues, it's easier for me to diagnose it. It's all inside the website. I don't need to worry about them losing their password to this, that, and the other. When you combine WooCommerce, CartFlows, Groundhogg, WP Fusion, some of the tools that have really allowed you to increase the functionality within your WordPress website, while the implementation can be a little bit tricky at first, once you do it once or twice, you've got it. It can be a little bit tricky at first. Once you've gotten over that hump, the experience for your user is, oh my gosh, it's so easy. They don't need to worry about, okay, I need to go to ThriveCart to see how my sales were that day. Then I need to go to ActiveCampaign to see if I got subscribers. And then I need to go into my website to see if I got traffic. You can actually kind of bring everything together in this nice, neat package without sacrificing a ton of functionality. So that's something that I've been thinking about. I'm interested in how the open source community is going to continue to develop and is going to allow you to do what you used to need ClickFunnels for, you used to need Kajabi for, all these really fancy, cool tools that are made for marketers. WordPress has lagged in that area. WordPress is, it's a bunch of really cool geeks who are really interested in building software, but they're more developers than they are marketers in a lot of cases. And I see that starting to change. People are realizing that, oh my gosh, just because you can build the coolest technology, if you don't use it in a way that actually helps you spread your message to the world in an effective way that drives conversions, what's the point? So that's at least a quick little thought here on email marketing and implementation. I'm currently testing Drip and Groundhogg kind of side by side. This is one of the benefits and one of the reasons why I decided to create ConvertDash, and I'm going through a lot of tutorials on my channel building out this website that I will eventually be using for some client work. My plate is pretty full right now with different things I'm doing, but I want to be able to really see this open source tools in action and see if that's really all you need for the vast majority of businesses. If Groundhogg can serve 80% of online businesses effectively at a shoestring budget, then you have a whole new conversation on your hands when it comes to getting the right technology out to businesses. That was a long little rant there. Another benefit that I'm really excited for with Groundhogg specifically is you can create templates of websites that have never been this advanced before in your lives, like in your web development lives. So think about it. Using tools like all-in-one WordPress migration, it gives you the ability to export an entire website into a single file and then translate that and move that over to a different computer, a different host altogether, and upload that file. In the past, that has been things like customizing your theme or customizing your pages and your content and your blog posts. And that has been a fantastic tool for agents to be able to go and replicate websites over and over. But now it's leveled up to a level that is really, really exciting, where not only can you bring your page content, but now you can actually bring your funnels. You can bring your sales funnels with CartFlows into an agency's assets that they can move and migrate and port around as they need to, as well as the email sequences, as well as the upsells, the downsells, the subscription services. When all that is inside WordPress, and all that is talking together between the tools that are already native to WordPress, you now have a really exciting ecosystem where the main functionality of all these different tools can be collected together, can be ported up in your own code on your own web hosts. Yeah, your web host may cost a little bit more per month, but that's going to pale in comparison to the benefits and the cost savings you'll have elsewhere. You have this new package that you can take to, let's say you work for car washes, like you do web design for car washes in your area. Once one car wash gets excited and starts to use the functionality, you start getting results and they start referring them to other car washes that are outside of their immediate area. You can, like Astra's starter sites, where you can bring in a new website with a click of a button, you can bring in a new website, a new sales funnel, a new email marketing flow, a new yada, 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 because all of this is really starting to get encapsulated inside of the WordPress ecosystem. I don't know about you, but that's an exciting idea for me. That's an exciting future. There are some downsides to that future, but I think the pros far outweigh the cons. So some of the cons, real fast, while I have you guys here, is that puts a lot on you. It's just the way it is. So if you start using all these tools directly inside your WordPress dashboard, the downsides is that if you have a conflict, you now have to make sure that you're still accepting payments. You have to make sure your emails are still sending out. And while it's not too hard to do that, it does put some responsibility on your shoulders that you used to be able to go and kick off to ActiveCampaign or kick off to a Thrivecart to say, hey, make sure that this transaction is going through. I need to put in a support ticket. You are the support guy. Because while you can go to Groundhogg support and you can go to WooCommerce's support and all the different plugins that you might be using, at the end of the day, every website is different and they're unique and there's different hooks and filters and connection points between different plugins that at the end of the day, it's going to be on you to understand why something might not be working as you want it to, and make sure you keep your tools simple. You use tools that are reputable, that are being well supported, and you keep your stuff up to date to at least avoid any issues you might have in that arena. So that was just a quick little thing I wanted to talk about between ActiveCampaign, Drip, and Groundhogg. If you're trying to save cost and just get started, you can't hurt yourself by installing a plugin, Groundhogg, and test it out, update your SMTP settings. I'll have tutorials on my channel. Just kind of search for Groundhogg. I'll be showing you how to do a lot of that for my own websites, and get started with it. If you find out that you really want to run Facebook ads, you can still do that with Groundhogg. You might decide you want to upgrade to a Drip that has the ability to automatically move people through custom audiences as you want to build more advanced automations. That's cool. I mean, go for it. Is it worth $50 a month for 2,500 subscribers? Probably. I mean, if you're able to make the ROI, you can absolutely justify that cost. But if you can get similar results with less cost, and if you want to discount your services to your provider or to your client, that's one option. If you want to pocket the difference for the increased kind of headache, I'd probably do that if I were you. It can increase your revenue, increase your value, because now bringing on Groundhogg, you now have the ability to do integrations with WooCommerce, even without another additional add-on like WP Fusion. You can directly say, hey, if they bought this, do that, and create all these funnels that go through with Groundhogg. You can do appointment booking, which I have a video coming out in the next couple of days on appointment booking with Groundhogg directly in your WordPress dashboard, where it all just kind of works. So a lot of opportunities that open up to you as a marketer, as a digital designer, and as an agency that are really exciting. So give it a shot. You can go to incomemesh.com/groundhogg. I'll put a link down below as well, but you can just go to groundhogg.io as well and check out their extension package. I mean, you've got lead scoring, you've got CRM where you can do sales pipeline management, you can do social proof. All these different premium tools are starting to get built in the open source environment. As a geek, I get excited about that. As a YouTuber, I get very excited about that. As an affiliate marketer, I get a little bit bummed out, because to give you the right recommendation, sometimes that is the more cost-effective option. Whereas as an affiliate marketer, yeah, go sign up for all the expensive services, and I'll be happily collecting a better affiliate commission check from more premium services. But as an individual, as somebody giving you honest advice, see what's right for your audience. And if it saves cost, go for it. I'm John from incomemesh.com. If there are any questions, I'll look at the comments here. Appreciate the support there, Eric. Just a quick live I wanted to do, hop on, give you some value, and let you go about your day. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.